Hey guys, this is Tattoo Tony, and here we are driving towards the Spivey Building, coming through downtown East St. Louis. Sorry if the camera's a little bit shaky. In any case, I want to start you off with a little bit of history. East St. Louis is a city in St. Clair County, Illinois, and it's right across the Mississippi River from St. Louis, and it's in what's considered the Metro East region of southern Illinois. This was once a very busy industrial center, like many other cities in the Rust Belt. East St. Louis has been severely affected by loss of jobs due to deindustrialization during the second half of the 20th century. In 1950, East St. Louis was the fourth largest city in Illinois when population peaked at 82,000 people. As of the 2010 census, the city had a population of 27,000, which is less than a third of the 1950 census. Some notable things you can find online if you're interested are the Great Railroad Strike of 1877, the Great Cyclone of 1896, the East St. Louis race riots in 1917, East St. Louis was also named an All-American City in 1959.
There's people back there. Yeah. Does that matter?
By the National League Civic League. East St. Louis celebrated its centennial in 1961 and was known as the Pittsburgh of the West.
All the way in the back. Keep going. Oh shit. I don't know.
So, I'll give you some more East St. Louis history in the other videos that we do here. This building is the Spivey Building. It's the tallest building in East St. Louis. Some people say it's 12 stories, some people say 13. Either way, it's the tallest building in East St. Louis, and it's easily visible from the interstate and most of East St. Louis. It's named for Alan Spivey. In his time, East St. Louis was a city of dreams, a place of jobs and optimism. People came from around the world to settle in East St. Louis because of its bright future and opportunities. And people once said if you couldn't find a job in East St. Louis, you couldn't find one anywhere. Driving around the town and seeing all the big empty lots and the crumbling stacks and remnants of industry that have long passed, I could definitely believe that there was a lot of jobs available at one point. Mr. Spivey was a civic booster and the owner of the East St. Louis Evening and Sunday Journal, later the Metro East Journal. He ran his newspaper from this building and from the adjacent Journal building, which was built in 1936. The skyscraper definitely reflects his personal commitment to the future of this city, a future that never happened. East St. Louis was once the 86th largest city in America.
Where you want to go, bub? Where you want to go?
This was not a suburb of St. Louis, East St. Louis. It was a city in its own right. The population was at one time projected to reach 250,000. Now there's other information that places East St. Louis as being at one point the second largest city in the state. And if I hadn't mentioned this already, it was known as the Pittsburgh of the West and was definitely an industrial powerhouse.
Come over there. So watch yourself in that window, they can see you.
The 1914 city directory lists over 1,000 businesses. Now this building, the Spivey, was built in 1929. The building next door, which I'll explore on the channel and put up later, was built in the 30s. So this building, built in 29, is downtown, and it was part of a $4 million plan to give the city a skyline. The Majestic Theater, the Broadview Hotel, were also built around the same time, 1928. Now, a lot of these floors that we go on, are just open and don't have much in it, but some of the views out the windows are really cool. There's also a really good view towards the end of this video where I look at the arch and out over St. Louis. Also find a couple kind of neat things in the building.
That was crazy. You see that?
Also in the Spivey building, there were doctors, offices for doctors, dentists, lawyers, and other businesses. The theater in East St. Louis opened a year before the Spivey building and had a capacity of 1,743 patrons. Why do I mention the theater? It's on my channel in 3 parts. If you haven't watched that video, go take a look. The organ from the St. Louis, or the East St. Louis Theater, can be found in the Fox Theater in St. Louis, which is a magnificent building that actually has a history of really going downhill and decay and then redemption. It's beautiful today and has been restored to pretty much its original splendor. Now I'm reading some information. I don't know. This information I'm reading, I don't know how current it is, but it says that there's some plans for this building that are spend $6.2 million, $4 million from the city and state, not including federal tax credits, to convert this building into a high-end office space.
I'm getting B-roll.
But the building pretty much sits desolate and decrepit in downtown with a bunch of unused and abandoned storefronts and other beautiful buildings.
Yeah. See those? Yeah.
Here's a grill. That's an old hamburger. I couldn't figure out what it was at first. It's a decaying hamburger. Now, I don't know if somebody lost their appetite or what, but somebody was grilling, made hamburgers and brats. They were having a little party here. And just left everything. It's really kind of odd. The grill doesn't look in bad shape. Up above, I think on the next floor in this video, you'll see like some bread or buns. There's a pack of butter, some bacon, maybe some other condiments, stuff for the barbecue. Not really sure. The only thing I can think is maybe, I really don't know. I could make up a story though. Crackheads living in the building were planning on having a barbecue, ruined their dinner by smoking crack first, lost their appetite, and said screw it and left it all. I don't know. Now, East St. Louis is kind of considered an abandoned city, and about a third of the families live in poverty. The median household income is $21,000. But as we were driving the streets, shooting some footage and looking around, we actually found that there's some areas that have quite a few, halfway decent looking homes. We even found a few nice streets, so I'd almost be interested to kind of show that, because I'd like to show all the decay and the other side of East St. Louis, but I think it'd be real interesting to show people some of the stuff that looks pretty decent. And it's also, I guess it's not really that strange. People that are maybe from the area and have lived there for a long time and remember the old East St. Louis, and it's not a giant town, so they may know a lot of people still, but it's, these streets are intermixed with streets that are in utter abandonment and decay, and, schools sitting unused and decaying and damaged by fire, and old plants that are, industrial plants that are crumbling.
Huh. Somebody's still here, dude. Look. Somebody's recently staying here. Yeah. I know. How long do you think we had to hang out waiting for him? What the fuck is that? How long do you think we should stay? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I don't know. See, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Let's look. Come get your picture. Let's get the fuck out of here. This shit ain't close, man. Huh? I'm here to take the picture. Oh my god. You got your phone turned on? Yeah. Okay. Hey. No doubt, hey. Huh? No doubt, huh? You're nuts. Maybe turn all the way on. Go ahead.
Now, Alan Spivey was the editor and owner of the Journal, and I'll be showing you that building too. I mentioned that earlier, and there's some remains, I believe, of printing operations in there that we'll see. And Andrew did push to go to the top floor, and I'm glad he did, because for some reason I thought I'd seen enough, and you know, he's a photographer and, you know, wanted the shot from upstairs, and I'm glad we went up there.
Get your picture, Bubba.
Now, I believe the city wants to tear this building down currently, but doesn't have money to do it. Part of the street is closed off around this building, and I assume it was because that either this building or some of the buildings around it may have had bricks falling off them onto the street. Here I am about to go out onto the rooftop. You can see a little bit of the arch there, and traffic in some of the other buildings below. The interstate. There's the arch. Water puddling up here. I would have liked to walk across that. It's probably safe. I had rubber boots on, but I figured it was best not to push my luck and just go ahead and shoot there. And we're out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.